does a steamer go from hosting Civil War truce negotiations to being a party boat on the Potomac? Let's learn more about the River Queen steamboat and its fascinating history on this episode of Adventures in Alexandria. The River Queen was a side-wheel steamboat that launched in 1864 in New Jersey. It was owned by Alfred Van Santvoort, who owned a company of ships on the Erie Canal and the Hudson River. When the Civil War broke out, Van Santvoort chartered some of his ships to the Union Army, and in 1865 the River Queen was sent to the Potomac River to be used by the Department of War. One very important event in the Civil War occurred on the boat on February 3, 1865. While the steamer was docked in Hampton Roads, Virginia, Abraham Lincoln and his Secretary of State William H. Seward met with top officials from the Confederacy, including Vice President Alexander Stephens. Called the Hampton Roads Conference, it was meant to be a meeting to negotiate the end of the Civil War, but it was unsuccessful, and the war continued on for another 3 months. The River Queen eventually returned to the Potomac as an excursion boat. Excursions were a popular form of entertainment where people boarded steamers to local beaches or recreation resorts. Like other aspects of life at that time, entertainment was segregated, and the River Queen specifically served African Americans. From 1898 until 1911, you could see the ship at the foot of Prince Street, bringing African Americans to popular destinations like Notley Hall. Notley Hall, located very close to where National Harbor stands today, catered specifically to African American excursion parties and featured a shooting gallery, bowling alley, and dancing pavilion, among other attractions. Even though the steamer catered to African Americans, it was owned by a white company until 1911. That year, Lewis Jefferson, D.C.'s first African American millionaire, added the River Queen to his fleet of steamboats that brought excursions to Notley Hall, which was later renamed Washington Park. On July 8, 1911, soon after Jefferson purchased it, the steamer was destroyed by fire while docked in Washington, D.C. Newspapers reported on the large blaze that threatened the wharves around it, and relief that no one was hurt. Jefferson replaced the River Queen with the Angler and continued to provide entertainment options for African Americans in D.C. and Alexandria. To learn more about the River Queen, check out the African American Waterfront Heritage Trail or visit the Alexandria Black History Museum. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for another adventure in Alexandria.